Tradespeople coming up, they're the new millionaires of the game. Tradespeople are going to be the seven-figure earners. You've got to see getting off the tools as the natural line of progression. If you move up and off the tools and start your own businesses, it means you can hire people. The industry needs it. There's a skills gap of about 1 million people a year. Young people just aren't interested anymore. If a business owner's doing the tools, who's doing the work? Welcome back to another episode of the Trade Mastermind podcast, Trade Secrets. I'm your host today, it's Joseph Valente. I'm the CEO and founder of the Trade Mastermind, and I'm an ex-tradesman that became a businessman. Now, I'm on my own today. I don't have a co-host, so you've got me to yourselves for this show, and I'm going to be talking about something that I believe is really, really important for the trade sector, and that is all about evolving to getting off the tools. And what's life look like after the tools, beyond the tools? Because we learn the tools, we master the tools, and that next step's scary for many people. You know, it's a different experience. You've got to be a new student in the game when you get off the tools because you've got to learn business. And so I'm going to talk you through how I did it, why I did it, when I did it, and why you need to do it too. You've got to see getting off the tools as the natural line of progression. So, you know, for you moving up allows new people to come in. And if you move up and off the tools and start your own businesses, it means you can hire people, creating more jobs, creating more demand for people to come up and train to get on the tools. The industry needs it. You have to evolve and start businesses, or you're not going to be able to create jobs for people, you know, that want to step into the sector. And that's needed right now. We really, really need to put a big push in construction. There's a skills gap of about 1 million people a year coming into the trade. We're really, really behind, and young people just aren't interested anymore in coming up and learning tools because they want to do social media, or they want to make content, or they want to do marketing, or they want to be influencers. And, you know, being an apprentice might not be that glamorous in construction, but it's definitely a platform to which you can build an incredibly lucrative career from, as long as you continue to get qualified, continue to grow, hone your skills, and definitely level up. So if you're as passionate about apprenticeships as I am, make sure that you are spreading the word to the young people out there and say to them, listen, that trades is a great career. Becoming a tradesperson is a fantastic opportunity. And I believe the new tradespeople are going to be, the tradespeople coming up, they're the new millionaires of the game. You know, forget the influencers, the tradespeople are going to be the seven-figure earners, because there is such a skills shortage. And there's millions of people, okay, coming into the country, and you need to watch the infrastructure. Without that infrastructure being developed, you know, we're just going to come to a grinding of a halt. We're gonna grind to a halt, and we need those tradespeople coming up to be able to deal with the services, okay, with the maintenance, with the repairs, with the installations, building the houses. And it's not like we're going to be able to go and import lots and lots of construction workers from all over the world, like is currently happening in our NHS and, you know, other sectors within the UK. So we need to level these people up. So let's talk about beyond the tools. What's life like beyond the tools? Well, the reason I think you get off the tools first and foremost is that you need to watch your physical health, okay? Your body can only take so much. And at 24 years of age, I already knew that my knees were going. I was a plumber that started at 15, and by 24, I got off the tools and I never went back. But I started my business so I could get off the tools because health was a serious concern. I was watching those old guys on site, their bodies were battered, they were bruised, they had a lot of physical problems, and I thought to myself, screw this. I don't want to be that guy. I need to get off these tools as fast as I can. And I couldn't see getting off the tools as a viable option working for somebody. So starting a business, growing a business, not just starting a one-man band business or being self-employed, actually starting a business is what counted. Okay, starting a business is what counted. I knew that I needed to create an organization that was going to allow me to hire people so I had enough income to be able to move up. But health was a key factor. working on the tools limits your income. You can only make so much. You've only got so much time in the day. There's only so much you can do when you're self-employed or you're working on the tools and you're exchanging your time for money, which is fine as part of the overall journey, but doing it for the long term, okay, caps your income. And you've got to look at, if you want to make lots and lots of money, okay, building a business. And that means becoming a business person, not a tradesperson. The tools are fantastic. I love the tools, and I think people get frustrated or upset sometimes when I say you've got to get off the tools. There's nothing wrong with being a tradesperson. I was a tradesperson for many, many years, but I had bigger ambitions, and I knew that I needed to level up, okay, and learn new skills if I wanted to be great at business. And so if you want to be great at business and you've got a business, then you need to learn sales, you need to learn marketing, you need to learn finance. Okay, those are the three core areas that I see most business owners don't have a handle on. They don't know how to market, they don't know how to sell, and they don't know how to manage their numbers. They're the three major areas that need urgent fixing if you want to become successful in business. There are lots and lots of opportunities beyond the tools. Lots of opportunities beyond the tools. And, you know, I knew that if I wanted to get off the tools, the natural line of progression was to start a business. But I also didn't want to just get stuck, okay, working for myself. I didn't want to own a job. A lot of people end up owning a job, so they go from working full-time to working for themselves, and it ain't full-time anymore. It's like double, triple time. You end up putting in 100 hours a week, and by the time you net off your costs and your efforts and all the free time you have to put in beyond doing the job, you don't end up that much better off. And it's about building a business that will get you to the next level. It's not about just owning a job. One of my mentors said to me, who's worth £1 billion, he said, Joseph, just be careful that you don't own a job. And if your business doesn't run when you aren't there, okay, or if you can't make money while you're not there, then you don't have a business, you own a job, okay? So just take note of that and look at the opportunities that happen after. But if you're on the come up through the construction industry right now, and let's say, for example, you're working for a business, then there are many paths that you can take your next level. You don't just have to start a business. You can become, you know, a manager, you can become a supervisor, you can become a surveyor, and, you know, all of these jobs don't necessarily pay you more, but they'll evolve your skills. Okay, you'll grow your skills and you'll have a different experience. Because some people love the tools, some people hate the tools, some people were forced into doing the trade because they didn't have any other prospects, and other people, you know, did it because they absolutely wanted to do it. I say people didn't have any other prospects like it's a negative thing, but in actual fact, the problem with trades is that the schools don't promote them positively. If you don't go to university, you're seen in a lot of cases as a failure, you know, and it ends up being the people that aren't very good academically that end up going into the trades, that are great with their hands, okay, that like to work practically. And, you know, I think that's wrong, that that's the way that it's seen as an apprenticeship is a downgrade from a university degree. In actual fact, there are so many more positives to doing an apprenticeship, in my opinion. Now, of course, both of them, regardless of which path that you take, require a qualification. If you're going to uni to do a degree for a specific job, it needs a qualification. If you're going to be a plumber or a gas engineer or an electrician, it needs a qualification. So it's not like the two don't have the same outcome to get to be qualified in the role. I don't know why colleges are seen as a downgrade. Maybe because colleges don't charge the money that the universities charge, and the people that own the universities influence the school system, okay, and tell those schools, we'll give you loads and loads of money if you tell all of your students that the natural line of progression is to go to uni. I think that's probably why apprenticeships don't get promoted, because the school system ain't fair. The system ain't fair. It's very driven by people at the top, and there's a lot of manipulation going on, so don't fall for it. Just remember, okay, Becoming a business person requires a different version of you, a new version of you. You've got to be different to a tradesperson. A tradesperson is a master of the tools, okay? A master of their art. A business person is a master of the tools, a master of their art, but they're not a master of the physical tools. A business owner should not be doing the tools, because if a business owner is doing the tools, who's doing the work? Okay, and that's the question you've got to ask yourself. If you think you're a business owner and you're out doing the tools every day, you're just doing delivery, okay? And delivery is a percentage of what your overall business needs. Don't spend 90% of your time there, okay? It's just a small fraction of your time, because you've got to be focusing on lead generation, on making sales, on managing your finances, on hiring people. At the moment, I'm hiring lots and lots of people. It's a full-time job. Okay, I'm hiring people across all of the departments. I'm having to, write the job descriptions with my team. I'm having to tell them who to go out and hire. I'm having to conduct the interviews and so on and so forth. I'm going to have to build out my organizational chart and run their roles and responsibilities and KPIs and all of that type of stuff. So who's doing the tools here? Well, the tools here in my business is I've got coaches and trainers delivering the product, and I've got a team of about 10 salespeople now selling the product. So that's the two strategies. You've got delivery, okay, and you've got selling, really, in its simplest form. And I would much prefer to be doing marketing and sales than I would be doing delivery, because as the business owner, that's where I need to keep control. That's what it's all about. A business owner that isn't any good at selling shouldn't be a business owner. And most business owners at the start aren't any good at business, aren't any good at sales, because they've never done sales training. 9 out of 10 tradespeople that come through our training programs, when they first start, don't know how to sell. After they've come through the training programs, they learn quickly how to sell. So you've got to learn new skills. And I think it scares a lot of people, because if you spent 15 years becoming a great tradesperson, the thought of becoming an apprentice of business, okay, hurts, doesn't it? Sometimes it can be ego that gets in the way. It can be pride that gets in the way. But you've got to keep reinventing yourself at all turns. I'm always looking to reinvent myself. I'm always looking to level up. And I don't mind being a student of the game. Regardless of how successful I've been, okay, or am, I'm always a student of the game. And, I want you to just know that beyond the tools is an ambition that everybody should have, a vision that you should all focus on. It's a destination that everybody needs to get to. You don't want to stay on the tools till you're an old guy, because you're going to get bust up. Okay, you're going to limit your income, okay, and you're never going to explore the potentials of what starting a business can do. And I see there is a journey through construction that is become an apprentice, become qualified, okay, start a one-man band business, then start a business, then sell that business, then become an investor. That is the journey, okay, to creating wealth that you guys need to go on. I want you to go on that journey. I want you to go on that journey all the way to the top. Anyway, thanks for listening to the Trade Secrets podcast today. Just make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you download the podcast, and you drop us a DM if you want to come to one of our next training sessions. We run training sessions every week that are free to attend for business owners. So be part of that. Come down to our training suite in Peterborough. Come and learn how to sell, how to do marketing, how to do lead generation. And it's going to be the best day that you've ever had. So see you all on the other side.
Thank you for listening to the Trade Mastermind Trade Secrets podcast. If you want to find out how Trade Mastermind can help you further, head to our website trademastermind.co.uk, and don't forget to like and subscribe.